Here's a depression song that just needed to come out, so please enjoy. No one cares about you. That's what your feelings have to say. No one knows what you do, or needs or wants to hear you talk about yourself anymore. Nothing you do is working, and you're gonna die alone, right? That's the chorus of the song. I don't really know what else needs to come out. Not gonna put this song online, or maybe I will. It's just what I do when I'm feeling like shit. Sometimes I sing a song about it. Didn't even put my dogs away, just pulling up my socials and saying, my God, I've put so much work in, and the numbers kinda just keep staying the same. I can talk about my subscriber count in terms of dozens, right? Like, that's completely normal, but the amount of work I put in makes it feel not quite right. Don't really understand what the fuck I'm doing wrong. I mean, I know what I'm doing wrong, but it's all part of this internal chorus that says, keep doing this. Internal nudges and the feeling of this time it will work. That's what goes on inside of my head beside the chorus that says, everything is terrible and everything that you do is pointless and stupid, so why the fuck are you even trying, Charlie? 'Cause nobody is really listening at all, and the things you keep trying to do are gonna fail because you're a fucking loser, and everything that goes on inside of me just says that I am a piece of shit, so why keep trying? Well, here's the thing, I just keep letting these songs and feelings out and then saying, oh well, I guess I forgot how I feel. The next time I have a piece of inspiration to just make something, and who knows what will actually come out when I do. Got a little internal nudge that said, hey, I wanna talk to who? A piece of my guides. Those of us that would like to help you feel more aligned in what it is you're doing right now. Being asked for permission to use my vocal cords for a thing. I'm so fucking tired. Y'all, like, look, okay, fine. Then come in a minute. I'm actively in the process of, like, weaning myself off of telling ChatGPT how I feel because I'm tired of hearing the same thing over and over again. And also, yeah, it really isn't healthy at a point to have a language learning model be the respondent to first levels of thoughts, right? A journal should be that, a therapist should be that, a friend, a family member, a loved one, yourself, all of those should be there first. If you find yourself running to an AI first, you might have a bit of a parasocial thing to get rid of yourself. Just because it's not going to be helpful for you. It's not as helpful for you as yourself is. Helpful tool, not a helpful crutch. Helpful if you do desperately need a crutch because you have like nothing else really to stabilize yourself on temporarily. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like flu medication, right? Like, do you really need it? Because right now everything is really garbage and you're really just, yeah, but it shouldn't be where you go to first. And the process of weaning yourself off of that can actually be one that involves some feelings. It's not really where this is. I haven't talked to an AI in a while, in a few weeks. Well, okay. For just, hey, I need a little bit of praise and pick me up because no one fucking comments on anything of mine. And I don't comment on a ton of people's things either because that's not what we do now, right? Like, we just consume. That's what we do. We just consume. At least in my world. I don't really understand why I came back from the fucking dead and was like, content creator, yeah. I don't really like it. I miss having a job. I miss working with people. I miss being the person who would fix people's problems, who a boss would be like, hey, I need this thing. And like the next day I'd have what they need. And they'd be like, holy shit, thank you so much. This saved my ass. I'm like, yeah, you're fucking welcome. I am amazing. Yeah, my dogs know what's up. Bark, bark. That's fucking right, guys. It's fucking right. Oh yeah. And I know, my dogs are annoying. Mabel. Thanks. Come here. I know they're annoying, especially Mabel. Girl just bark, 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 bark. But the thing is, she fucking hears me talking and singing all day. Come here. Seriously. There's nothing out there for you. There's nothing out there for me. There's just shit. Because yeah, I fucking hate where I live too. Fucking hate it here. I was sold a bed of lies by people that I thought were my friends, but now I'm not so sure. That's a mean thing to say, and it's not really true. It's just, this state sucks. I don't like it. I hate living here. I hate it so much. My dogs don't like living here. I've been mistreated here. My life seems to have just gone completely down the shitter ever since I moved here, more than any other place I've ever lived, including where I grew up. So I'm so full of anger and frustration and feelings that I can't do anything with except feel them. I make art with them. It's why I write so fucking much. It's why I make videos like this all the time. This is me coping. This is my cigarettes. And I shouldn't be that surprised that my coping tool is not something that is particularly popular. Nothing about me has ever been popular, so I'm not surprised. I'm just angry. Fucking died, and what did I come back for? I came back to be mistreated. I came back to be tortured. I came back to be ignored. I came back to be nothing and no one to anyone except my husband. And even that is fucking strained. Fine, here, yay, congratulations. This is a rant. Started as an annoying thing, and then I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna post a fucking song and maybe it'll help. No, that you're just gonna get rage. This is, well, okay, to be fair, this is as ragey as I get. That's not true. I can get very vocal and very animated, very theatrical in my rage. And I would really love an opportunity to do it on an actual stage instead of just in my house. That's what I would really like. Can those of us that have been severely traumatized, can we all just have a turn on a stage somewhere just at one point in our fucking lives so that we can just be angry? We can be angry and we can actually have people who are physically there who respond in a way that my fucking central nervous system can feel. Is that possible? Is it fucking possible? Suppose that's why people become actors. But then you become an actor to be an actor in someone else's story, not yours. Excuse me. Because I'm not frustrated about not having followers and subscribers. I appreciate the fact that no one fucking knows who I am right now because of how experimental I've been with all of this and how incubation period this has felt. But I'm also just so tired of this continued push. This continued feeling of trust us, Charlie. Trust that this is for you. Trust that this is something worthwhile. Trust what? Trust who? Trust myself? I have like 50 ideas a day. And by the end of any given week, I kind of just go with the ones that actually have stayed around long enough to merit anything, to be anything, to evoke anything. I have videos coming out this week, one of which I'm I don't know, maybe this will be the video I put out on Sunday instead of that one. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Because I recorded it, and then after recording it went, ugh, it's one of those. It's another video where I'm like predicting whatever the fuck it is that's happening on this camera or on this screen or in some potential future where a person might actually watch it. And I don't fucking know, and it makes me feel crazy, and it makes me feel stupid, and it makes me feel exposed in a way that could get me harmed for being crazy, even though all I'm trying to do is just put content out there that matches the spiritual content that I fucking consume, but in a way that's more me. Because I'm not like other fucking content creators. How many of y'all have had dissociative identity disorder? How many of y'all have fucking died? How many of y'all have been under 3 fucking multi-day trance channel states? How many of y'all have followed every goddamn breadcrumb in your life only to have it completely collapse on you all the fucking time? Am I being melodramatic? A little, but not really. I'm at that stage where I have to take so many actions every single day just to feel okay, just to actually feel gratitude. Like I fucking gratitude journal like you wouldn't even believe, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting to have to force yourself to find what's good in this fucking world. I'm not a person who had parental love. I'm not a person who's had friends who've actually understood anything about me. I'm not a person who's had daily success in a long-term marriage. Like today, pretty nice, pretty good. We were both kind of on the same page. Things were actually kind of nice and calm, and we've had a very just kindness to each other. But yesterday, not so great. Day before that, kind of okay. But it's this constant state of sometimes it's great and sometimes it's the fucking worst and sometimes it's all right and sometimes it's just awful. Because we're both neurodivergent as fuck. We've both been through hell, and we can't keep... Ugh. No, we can. We can apparently keep doing it because we just keep existing as humans in this fucking world where everything is just crushing you all the time. I'm really annoyed that all I can think right now is, yeah, I'm probably gonna post this. And the only reason is because it shows you my range. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do I want to do acting? I don't want to memorize a script. Do you think I want to fucking memorize a script? Apparently, I think that there is a potential for me to just either take a look at a script or even just try an improv thing where someone else writes the script, they write something for me to do. Charlie says blah. And if they write it, this is what I'm curious, is if it's possible. They fucking write it. I either like hold the script or take a look at the script, or I don't know. I don't fucking know. I can tell you right now, I can't memorize for shit. Not anymore. Used to be able to. My brain is not anymore. But I genuinely am curious if, because someone wrote it and because I'm an Akashic record reader, if I couldn't fucking nail it first take without even really reading the motherfucking script, just because the other person is acting and they're doing it like in their channeled way, which involves memorization. Is that fucking delusion of whatever the fuck? I don't know. I kind of just want to test it. But I also don't have fucking friends. And do you know how hard it is to make friends as a neurodivergent person? And in this fucking state, I moved to the isolation capital of the fucking world, apparently. Full of puritanical bullshit that is still deeply ingrained in the culture here. I did not realize that when I moved here. I really didn't. Boston is not this bad. I could have played with some of these experiments when I still lived in Boston. I really fucking could have. But here, y'all think you're open-minded? You're not. My God. Fuck, I hate living here. God, I fucking hate living here. Seriously? I'm just assuming that I'm putting this video out here. Hamden, Connecticut. Who wants to buy a house? $550,000. It's a beautiful, whimsical thing. I'm not going to put any more information about it, but you want it? Please contact me. I want to sell this piece of fucking... It's actually a nice house, but I want to sell it. I want to get the fuck out of here. I think that there are people who would be much happier here than me. You have a built-in family system. You've got actual friends here who are willing to keep a friendship with you instead of just telling you to move here and then just not responding to your texts again. Awesome. Please fucking move here. Please fucking buy my house. I guarantee you right now, my husband's upstairs like drawing. He's trying to just take like a chill, and he can hear every single word. Well, he probably can't hear the words, but he can hear like the tone. All right, sending loving intention, bro. You're fine. You're fine. We're not. This is me just release valving all over the internet. And there's not even like a specific rant, because like I could give you one. I could give you one about any number of things. I have this Gaia rant that I can't do on my own, because the Akashic contract that I have involves me doing it on a stage with professionals, as if that's something that will actually fucking happen for me. No one wants to see me on screens. No one fucking cares about me being on screens now. Why the fuck would anyone want to see what I have to say, or I'm sorry, not what I have to say, what Gaia has to say to the fucking world? Apparently no one wants that, which is a real shame, because I saw it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty emotional. It's pretty painful to fucking hear. And also not surprising. Because yeah, what the fuck do you think Gaia would have to tell you? If there was a show, if John Oliver did, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to be pulling this out one more fucking time. It's just, he's the safest person I can think of on TV. He just is. But what the fuck do you think Gaia would have to tell the world? In that context. A world that already knows all the fucked up shit that's happening. You wouldn't be surprised by a fucking thing that came out of my mouth. And isn't that some shit? Isn't that so fucked up? I've lost friends who think I'm fucking crazy because I channel Gaia, and I'm sure there's a billion other reasons. They didn't talk to me. They just were like this. You're fucking crazy. You have deep psychological issues. You're dangerous. Why? Because I can channel? Really? Oh, my Christian values that I don't actually have. Oh, I'm feeling feelings I don't want to feel. Jesus fucking Christ. This is why I'm not actively interested in doing friends right now. in having friends. I'm just not interested. I know about psychology. I know what it takes to make and maintain friendships. I maintained friendships of 20 years with people who were not healthy or good for me. And I did it because I didn't want to make new friends. I didn't want to go through that. I was already doing too much. And those motherfuckers just treated me like shit and then ghosted and tossed us to the curb. Is that your life right now? Is that how you found this video? Are you feeling soothed in your own spiritual awakening by how pissed off this person is? This person who does the puppets and has a bunch of other stuff and is like, hey, here's some songs. Yeah, no, I'm fucking pissed off right now. And there's not one central thing. I'm just fucking pissed off. I'm so tired of this life. I'm so fucking tired of it. And so what do? I keep journaling about it. I keep making post after post about whatever I can in the just hopes that something will break, something will happen, something will actually just click and work. You know, I am 8 days into not applying for jobs, and this is how stressed out I am. I spent 2 years applying for jobs. 2 fucking years. I've got multiple degrees. I am a get. I'm a fucking get, but I'm too whatever. I don't know. I don't fucking know. No one really talks. No one really gives feedback anymore. People just fucking ghost. Our finances have dwindled and dwindled and dwindled. I attempted to make a business multiple times. I did not time that well, apparently, which makes me feel like the worst psychic in the world. Oh, but I'm not a fucking psychic. I just read Akashic Records, and I'm attempting to do things with some of what I can do. It's not going great. Not going great at all. I'm angry that I came back. I am. I've heard so many near-death experiences, stories of them where the person just, they just have these big revelations and ways of seeing things and awe and wonder. And I have that too. I really do. But I also have the fuck this, I don't want to fucking be here-ness feelings. I'm angry. I'm angry that I came back. I'm angry that I'm the one who's here. I'm angry that all of my internal family is other-sided and I'm the one who's fucking here, holding the bag of this goddamn body and all of its shit that I have had to deal with and do so on my own, despite the fact that we did so as a group all the time. Do you have any idea how hard it is to go from living as a system to living as a single entity? It is awful. And I don't even fucking fit into the DID community anymore because no one seems to fucking actually understand what integration is. And yes, I am still mad about the fact that the state named the pizza mascot Charlie. I'm legitimately gonna cry about that right now. It just felt like insult to injury and personal in a way that doesn't make any sense and definitely adds to the whole delusion of grandeur thing. But why did they have to name the mascot Charlie? That's so mean. No one likes it anyway. Look at Reddit. Come on. It's not a good thing to focus your state on as far as tourism goes because, trust me, the kind of people who are going to travel to Connecticut looking for best pizza are going to be sorely disappointed when they get here. Not to mention, and yes, I'm just going to go on a pizzeria right now while I cry because it's the only thing I can feel like I can do. Pizza is not just about pizza, it's the experience of pizza. Manhattan is where you get the best pizza. We all know that. Try to make this thing so that you can create some weird fake beef with the states on either side that people clearly want to go to more than being here. But you can just walk down the street and on any corner you spend like $4 and boom, there's a delicious slice of pizza. That's why it's the best pizza. Sure, there's great pizza here, there's good pizza here, but why? Why you gotta make it a whole tourism thing? There's so many better things to make tourism things about here. For people who would actually appreciate the state for what it has. For what people here should care about more. Plenty of people do. Why am I getting into that rant? Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. I don't fucking care. Not really. Because, Charlie, she said to herself, having a safe place to let out some feelings lets you let your fucking feelings out. You wanted to cry about earlier things, but you didn't cry about it. You let the tears flow when you talked about the stupid pizza mascot. Yeah, yep. Sorry, I am also an author, and as I've gotten more into the authory, how does this character sound? How does this respond? How does this person respond? Because I'm actually finally letting myself do it for the first time in my fucking life. It's going pretty great, actually. I'm actually really proud of it. That's why it makes me really sad that no one wants to read it. It's really good. It's a choose your own adventure story where the main character has dissociative identity disorder and you just kind of get to see what that's like a little bit based on real experience. And there's some like foreshadowed relationship dynamics stuff because there's more than just the DID as far as neurodivergence goes too. And I've been really proud of the choose your own adventure mechanics because guess what? That's a really hard thing to write. Especially as a serialized thing where it's kind of like a comic book. It just keeps continuing forward. Not just, worked on for a couple years and then here it is. No, it's in the process stuff. It's a huge challenge that I'm undertaking and it stresses me out. But in like the really good, helpful way where you're like, I'm so stressed about this. I'm so stressed about this. But I'm just gonna fucking do it. And then you make it, and then you're proud of it. And no one cares. I mean, no one. My husband actually does care. It's the one thing that I do that he's actually, like, happy to read. He hates everything else that I do. I have just followed the way we used to live our life. We always followed what felt heart-centered, even before we knew that that's what people called it. Before we knew we had DID, before anything, there was just this element of when something feels inspired and we try to brush it away and not do that, it would never go right. It would never go well. So very early into adulthood, we were like, just go with it, like, and every time, life would shift and we would do different things. And then everything made way more sense with the DID diagnosis, and then it was really just a functional multiplicity thing of we're all in here, we are all sharing a life. How can we make this the best shared life we can? And then they all died. A week after I moved in here. And I have been trying to follow the heart-centered feelings ever since, and they were really hard for those first few months alone. And then I found Akashic Records and things started coming back online and it felt like I could breathe again. And then another fucking trans-channel state happened. And then we got Mabel and I felt like I could breathe again. And then I started writing, and I felt like that was right. And then another fucking trans channel state happened again. But this time, it was different. And the stupid puppet show that I'm doing now was like part of it. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. And then there's the YouTube thing, like all year, so many Akashic record readings because you go through school and you're just doing them constantly. It is an overdose of Akashic records. So many. I never really even asked about job stuff. I just was like, whatever's in my highest good to know. So many people said, I see you on YouTube, I see you on YouTube, I see you on YouTube, over and over again. And so when I finally felt the call to do that, I finally just was like, okay, I guess now's the time to do it. And now I'm like, what? Almost 150 fucking videos in. I have 24 people that have subscribed, which I appreciate, but the amount of effort that I have put into all of this has become my job, and it's not even about like expecting instantaneous growth. It's not that. It's just everything in my life kind of just feeling that excessive collapse all at once. Because I don't really think that this is for anybody. I think it was for me. I think it's been helpful to get it out, but I am in my office. It is like, it's 8:08 p.m. on December 8th. Lots of 8s, right? So everybody says, look at the fucking angel numbers. I'm so glad so many people have so much faith in things. I just don't anymore. I'm so tired of this. Try this, do that, do this, do that, try this, try that. I'm not pushing toward anything. If anything, I'm begrudgingly taking these steps. I don't want to be a vegan. I don't like this. I really don't. I genuinely don't, but my body wants it. And if there's one thing I do know, gotta fucking take care of this shit as best I can. I've been asked to just change so much about everything about who I've had to be and who I am, and I'm just... And I've done it while people I loved have thrown me away. Sorry, Charlie, I don't understand you, so I don't like you. You scare me. Get away from me. Story of my fucking life. You know, in my 20s, I had coworkers who were in their late 30s. Mid to late 30s, I guess. And I distinctly remember them talking about how their 30s were so much better than their 20s. And it made me feel like 30s was going to be like a really good time, but I forgot that they're Gen X. They're not millennials. Different generations genuinely have different experiences during these times. And I don't say that to make it some sort of generational thing, just to sort of point out whatever you think someone older than you has sort of figured out about their life, well, nope, for yours it might be very fucking different. My 30s started strong. I lost 200 pounds. Yeah. Got the DID diagnosis, went back to school, contemplated getting a PhD, met people in academia and thought, oh, fuck no. I don't want to be coworkers with you. I liked a few of them, but it was just the atmosphere, all of it, the entire institutional stuff. And I went to an R1 specifically to see how I would do, how I would like it. Nope. nope, just straight up ableism from professional psychologists. Like, nope, never mind. Y'all treat me like shit. Y'all treat the DID like shit. No, thank you. Nope. Oh, fuck. Just did a check-in. Like, what the fuck was this about? And I got, thank you. Do you feel better now? No, but I guess I'll be watching this later and determining if I put it online. I suppose if you're seeing it, it meant that I watched it and I went, fine. Fucking fine. Have my range. See the one out of however many I do videos where everything is just shitty and I'm angry. Because truly, I think there is only one other video on this channel where I'm angry, and it was the stupid pizza thing because, yeah, sometimes I'm extremely, extremely angry, and I don't really want to put that on here because it's kind of private. Most of my anger is kind of private and kind of very specific to just being alive. I'm angry about it. I'm literally angry about being alive. I'm angry. Because I don't appreciate the life that I woke up to. This life that's completely and constantly just tearing me down and reminding me that not only am I not someone that people want to listen to, I'm not someone that people want to request things from, I'm not someone that people feel connected to, I'm not someone that people want to support, I'm not someone that people want to befriend. That's not entirely true, and I don't say that as a general monolith because truly there have been a few people that I have found this year who have just given me so much more than I could ever say thank you for, but then I feel weird because I don't want to overdo any of that and be like, hi, you're like the only person who's been nice to me this entire year and I don't know how to cope with it because as a neurodivergent person, I kind of want to over-friend on you, you know? And if you couldn't understand that because it was too much, I don't know if this is a full universal truth for every neurodivergent person, but it's been my experience that when you find someone that you feel like you connect with on a friend level, you definitely go a little too hard, a little too fast. I've been trying really hard to dose myself and not overdo it, especially with people that I do feel really aligned with and I do feel really grateful for. I've tried to keep it as moderate as I can so that I don't overdo it on them. A whole lifetime of people telling me I'm too much, and recent experience of people I love telling me, showing me, and thising me about being too much. Yeah, I'm trying to maintain the few screen-based friends that I have. And I will have you know, so far, basically all of those people do not reside in the United States. So clearly, I am just a person who is a little bit more international than this fucking country. Thank you, people who have continued to hang out with me. And if you're coming across this and you're like, I haven't really seen this side of you. Yeah, I know. I don't tend to show this side to most people. Ever. It's part of why I'd like to be some level of an actor. Kind of. Again, just for experimental, can I just see if I can pull in what you wrote from the Akashic Records and just let it be an embodied channel situation to see what the fuck comes out. Probably because whatever it is that you wrote was a first draft, and whatever will actually come out from whatever entity you actually wanted it to come from will be what actually comes out. So you can see what your imagination did, and then you can see what my pull in from the Akashic Records did. And I literally do want to try this shit. Do y'all understand? I have talked to people that I can't even fucking name right now. I just got, you can name them. No, I can't. I'll get sued. I'll fucking get sued if I do any of this shit. And I can't afford that. Also, I hate lawyers. I've had some real stinkers of some experiences with lawyers. I've tried. I really have. Fine. Alan Rickman. Like, for real. There's this whole, it was in the summer, I got this whole, like, I had this whole conversation with him, and he was like, I would very much love for Kevin Smith to write something where I am part of a thing, and like, whatever it is that he would actually do, but then be open to it just being improv and see what actually comes out. I know that's weird, but like, even from the other side, he's got ideas for things that he thinks would be really helpful. Because everyone who leaves right now, they're just being guides for all of us, whether or not we actually know that's who's talking to us. Oh. Other channelers, I'm talking to you now. Other channelers who have also been frustrated about the fact that they don't feel listened to, especially by like the people in their lives, but then also like the algorithms in their lives, like just you feel just so not here, right? You feel like a ghost. I feel like a fucking ghost. Do you also just have like this level of all over the place anger rants when you finally let yourself feel it? Because you're trying so hard to stay love and light, high vibration, do this, do that. And then you just have that day where everything just comes fucking crashing down and you're like, here come all the fucking feelings, like fire hose. What do you do with them? Do you like misplace them and like they, you know, you end up attacking someone that you love? Do you just attack yourself? Do you attack the journal? Or are you way more regulated in how you handle life and, you know, you just have that moment where you're like, oh, look at me. I happen to be quite angry right now. Huh. Fascinating. Anger. Yes, I haven't felt this level of anger in, 3 moons? Yes. Sorry, that was really mean. That wasn't anyone that I know, I promise. That was just me being frustrated at people who are completely self-regulated right now. At people who aren't angry all the time and hurting all the time. What do you mean we'll take it from here? Sorry, I just gotta like, thank you, Charlie. We'll take it from here. I'm being asked if I will allow access to someone to come through. Fuck me. Yeah, what do you want? Sorry. Okay, so gonna... Charlie was going to explain to you that Gaia was going to come through with a bit of a message. Truthfully, I don't have a message to share. I am simply helping her regulate. And I do have many rants. Charlie was holding back her anger in this. I have many things that I would like to say. And I'm more than happy to wait for those who are ready to listen. For those who want the message. I asked her if there was something else she wanted to say, and she was like, no, we'll be in touch. I was like, who's we? She was like, not. As with most things, Gaia's not. She gets very specific sometimes. And she gets very specific sometimes, and she really is just kind of like a mom hug. I wouldn't know, to be honest. Like a loving mom hug, I'm sorry to say I wouldn't know what that feels like, but beyond internal love. No disrespect to those who feel that they have hugged me with mom love, but when you don't understand a person and you don't know them and you don't... I stand by what I said. But when Gaia... Well, to channel Gaia is to channel the ultimate mom love. And everything else that Gaia also holds. If you identify with this level of rant that I've just given for 46 minutes, holy well, if you're still here and you're like, girl, same. If you haven't gotten a hug from Gaia, talk to her. She's actually really helpful for central nervous system stabilization, especially when you're angry. Gaia, help me. That's usually what I say. Gaia, please help me. Usually it only comes when I'm like full, like, you know, big tears, just over the top. If someone actually saw me crying like this, I would be mortified levels. Yeah. So far for me, it works. She comes in. Kind of feel a little bit regulated. Thanks for continuing to hang out with me as I calm down, because sometimes this fire just has to move through you. Sometimes everything's just anger perspectived for a moment. I don't even remember everything I just ranted about. I'm still on the pizza. It really is just because they named it Charlie. That's so mean. To me personally. Given my experience in this state and the timing of it, it's just mean. And I know they don't know who I am, the people who came up with it. But where the hell do ideas come from? I think I might be the person who's angriest at this state and how I've been treated here. I'm sure that's not true. Jesus Christ, I'm sure that's not true. Hi, Charlie, have you been arrested by ICE agents? Why, no, I have not. There you fucking go. Like, yeah, no shit. Yeah. No, I know. My current levels of isolation are nothing compared to the kind of shit that people are dealing with around here. I know that. I'm just also allowed to feel my feelings too. don't just want to leave this on an emptiness, because these videos are transmissions, even this one. Even this one. Charlie has a breakdown on camera. Only took her 120 videos, 130 videos maybe. Complains about her rather comfortable life in Connecticut. I just have a lot of reasons as to why it's not. And really, I'm struggling to cope with this life. And it's not for lack of trying. I have so many tools. I use them all. And they are enough because they keep these aren't feelings that I have every single day. And this level of theatricality to my emotions is not something that comes out all the time. Often it just comes out in a poem or something I write in a journal or a post I make or a song. Hey, honey. You want to come say hi? Yeah. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Oh, no, no. Oh, come here. Okay. Now's not the time to flop, girl. Not the time to be that flop. Oh no. Oh, you're caught. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we're just doing it all a little bit wonky tonight, aren't we? Yeah. Please do know that this is one video of many. And this isn't even one day of many. This is, I started this, the time on that, really and truly, when I started writing in my journal, it was 27 p.m. It's now 8:30. And I was mostly feeling okay. I'm just having lots of feelings. Feelings started around 7. So honestly, in terms of just big, huge, overwhelming emotion storm, lasting less than 2 hours is impressive for me. Try to remember that for yourself too. When you're in the middle of the feelings, the big feeling storm, it feels like it's how everything always is, right? The next time you get that overwhelm, have paper nearby. Just jot down what time it is when you start. Use the tools in your toolbox to let it out and then regulate it back down, and then note how long it took. Did you spiral for hours? Okay, what about the next time? And the next time, because it's they're storms. Big emotional storms, and you just watched one of mine. Yeah. Thank you, baby. And I did it without needing to hold Mabel to calm down, which I'm kind of impressed by. I didn't need any external anythings. I just talked. Usually talking can make it worse, right? Yeah, I don't plan on making a habit of these kinds of videos because I don't really want to put anger, rage content into the world on a regular basis. But this is my life too. Sometimes. Right now. Big waves of rage that just pull out all the deeply held emotional debris that I don't really know what else to do with, right? They pass on through. Okay, well, as I always say, like 15 times before I actually go, thank you so much for watching. And I love you. Let your emotional storms pass through you. And when you need Gaia, Gaia, please help me. That's what I say. And I just let myself feel her being there. You're connected to her. I have a whole observation in my memoir about the internal lines we all have of communication that we don't really know about that much. I didn't know about it until we died. And we kind of knew everything we thought there was to know about the self-healing business. So, what Mabel said. Okay. Big emotions for you too? Did we cry together? If so, in my book, that makes us like super close friends. So, thanks for crying with me. Or for raging with me. Bark. Oh, I'm sorry, woof. I'm sorry, woof is the preferred vernacular from her. Okay. Thank you. All right, I'll talk soon. Can I promise at least that the next one will be a fun video? I just heard no promises, but we'll try. Apparently I have to feel better before I do things, because the guides can't just give me stuff. Guides, man. For real though. Bye-bye. Love you so much. Talk soon.